Hey everyone, welcome back to Cooking with Calvin. Today we are going to continue our stream into the winter. So what we want to do today, because I think ice cream should be a year-round activity, so what we want to do is kind of make a classic warm ice cream topping in the form of Bananas Foster. So brown sugar, cinnamon, vanilla, lots of butter, perfect thing on a cold night to enjoy on top of your ice cream. And a very classical dish. So what we're going to need for this, we got 4 bananas, cup of brown sugar, a teaspoon and a half of ground cinnamon, 1 tablespoon of vanilla extract, just got a little bit of water, half a cup of butter or 8 tablespoons. And then we have our pan back here. So a couple things to keep in mind. We want to work fast with this so we don't burn sugar, but we also want to be very careful. You are going to deal with hot sugar in this. It's very tempting to, just dig right into it. You will burn yourself, so just be very careful with that. But we do have to move fast with it because once we cut into the bananas, we don't want them to brown once they're exposed to the air. So let's just jump straight into it. We got our pan back here. We want to turn on low heat. And we just want to get all of our butter right into there and start melting it. And now we got the butter melted. Let's get all of our brown sugar into there. Stir it all up. What we're looking for is to basically make a sauce out of this. You want to use brown sugar because you want that molasses content. That's going to help you out with the syrup-like consistency that you're looking for. You want to work it until no clumps, nothing like that. And so now that we have the butter and sugar in here, now we are on a time clock. It could happen very fast that the sugar burns, sticks to the bottom. Once it burns, it does taste very bad. So watch that temperature. We're gonna come over and 1 out of our 4 bananas. We wanna really infuse our banana flavor into this. So one of these bananas is gonna go straight into the sauce. Get it into nice little pieces because what you're hoping for is that these just disintegrate into the sauce. Straight in. And now we continue to stir and cook this. All right, so it's at this point now, we're starting to get these thick bubbles coming up. Got a really nice consistency to the sauce. So now we want to get a little bit of water into here, just so that our sugar doesn't start to burn and we continue cooking down these banana pieces. Continue to stir it. At this point, a nice little step to do is if you have a hand blender, start to blend it, or any blender, you just want to break up so that all these banana pieces are finely done. You don't want any chunks in it. Right. It's all right to have just a couple little chunks here and there. So now we got the temperature as low as we can. Now let's get our bananas ready. All three of these, hack off the ends. Could also cut them ahead of time if you wanted to. You just have to add a little bit of lemon juice or any type of acidity so that it would stop it from browning. And then what we're going to do, we have all these halves. Bring them right over and very carefully lay them right in this mixture. Be very, very careful. Lay them down gently. Don't splash yourself. Oh, we're losing one. All of them are in there. Cinnamon and vanilla thyme. Get all the cinnamon sprinkled into there. Pour that vanilla. Get just a little bit more water in there. Now we're just going to let these kind of stew in here for a couple of minutes. What's beautiful about this is that we have all these bananas, but what we're creating is this really, really rich, intense syrup that you're not going to have just in one sitting. You're going to have multiple times. So it's a nice little thing to, you have Bananas Fosters now, and then you have that syrup for later on if you want to heat it up, warm it up, put it on something else. Really, really good on pancakes and waffles in the morning. Yeah, it's a couple minutes. I'm just going to carefully flip them over. It's going to be very, very difficult to keep these intact. Honestly, it's not the most important thing to keep it intact, because you're going to break it up anyway. Flip. Second side marinate. All right, a couple minutes that it's been cooking on the other side. Now we are good to go. Let it cool down for a little bit because it is a very, very hot syrup, sugary substance. But obviously if you're putting it right on top of ice cream, the ice cream will cool it down, melt your ice cream a little bit. Perfect combination. And then, yeah, like I said, store the syrup for another time. It's perfect warm. Yeah, other than that, I mean, enjoy right away. And I will see you guys next time.